security is the most important aspect of owning cryptocurrency that beginners often overlook until it's too late. Unlike banks, where you can call customer service if your account gets hacked, crypto transactions are irreversible. If someone steals your crypto, it's gone forever. No insurance, no chargebacks, no recovery. This makes security absolutely critical. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to secure your cryptocurrency properly, from basic practices everyone should follow to advanced security measures for protecting larger holdings. Let's dive in. The foundation of crypto security is understanding that you are your own bank. In traditional finance, the bank protects your money. If fraud happens, the bank might reimburse you. In crypto, you're responsible for everything. This responsibility is both empowering and terrifying. You have complete control over your funds, but you also bear complete responsibility for protecting them. Every security measure we discuss comes back to this fundamental reality. Nobody else will protect your crypto. You must protect it yourself. Let's start with the absolute basics that everyone must do, regardless of how much crypto they own. First is enabling two-factor authentication on every account related to cryptocurrency. This means your exchange accounts, your email account, and any other services you use. Two-factor authentication requires two forms of verification to log in, usually your password plus a code from your phone. This dramatically increases security because even if someone steals your password, they can't access your account without your phone. However, not all two-factor authentication is equal. SMS-based two-factor authentication, where you receive codes via text message, is better than nothing but vulnerable to SIM swap attacks. A better option is using an authenticator app like Google Authenticator, Authy, or Microsoft Authenticator. These apps generate codes on your phone that change every 30 seconds. Even if someone intercepts your text messages, they can't get codes from your authenticator app. Set up authenticator apps for all your crypto-related accounts. The second basic security measure is using strong, unique passwords for every account. Your exchange password should be different from your email password, which should be different from every other password you use. Why? If one service gets hacked and your password leaks, hackers will try that password on other services. If you reuse passwords, one breach compromises everything. Use a password manager like Bitwarden, 1Password, or LastPass to generate and store complex passwords. A good password is at least 16 characters with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Don't use personal information or common words. Third basic measure is being extremely cautious about phishing. As we covered in the scams video, phishing sites look identical to real sites but steal your login information. Always type URLs directly into your browser. Never click links in emails claiming to be from your exchange. Bookmark your exchange sites and only access them through bookmarks. Check URLs carefully for small differences. Enable browser extensions that warn about known phishing sites. Now let's talk about how cryptocurrency is actually stored and controlled. When you own crypto, you don't actually hold the coins. What you have is a private key, which is essentially a very long password that proves ownership and allows you to send crypto. Your private key mathematically generates your public address where people can send you crypto. Anyone with your private key has complete control over your crypto. This is why the saying, "not your keys, not your coins," exists. If you don't control the private keys, you don't actually own the crypto. When you keep crypto on an exchange like Coinbase or Kraken, the exchange controls the private keys. You trust them to secure those keys and let you withdraw when you want. This is convenient, but it means you're vulnerable if the exchange gets hacked, goes bankrupt, or freezes your account. For small amounts you're actively trading, keeping crypto on reputable exchanges is acceptable. For larger amounts or long-term holdings, you should control the private keys yourself using a wallet. There are two main types of wallets. Hot wallets are software wallets connected to the internet. Examples include MetaMask, Exodus, Trust Wallet, and mobile wallet apps. Hot wallets are convenient for frequent transactions but less secure because they're online and vulnerable to hacking. Cold wallets are offline storage, primarily hardware wallets like Ledger and Trezor. Cold wallets store your private keys on a physical device that never connects directly to the internet. This makes them extremely secure against online attacks. For anyone holding significant crypto long-term, a hardware wallet is essential. Ledger and Trezor are the two most reputable brands. These devices cost $50 to $200 depending on the model. You connect them to your computer only when making transactions. Your private keys never leave the device. Even if your computer has malware, the malware can't access your keys. When you first set up a hardware wallet, it generates a recovery phrase, usually 12 or 24 words. This phrase is the master backup for your entire wallet. The recovery phrase is the most critical thing to protect. Anyone with your recovery phrase can recreate your wallet and steal everything. Write it down on paper. Never store it digitally. Never take photos of it. Never type it into any website or app. Store it somewhere very safe. Many people use multiple copies in different physical locations. Some people use metal backup plates that are fireproof and waterproof. The recovery phrase is more important than the hardware wallet itself. If your ledger breaks, you can buy a new one and restore everything with your recovery phrase. Common mistakes people make with hardware wallets include buying used devices, which could be tampered with. Always buy directly from the manufacturer or authorized resellers. Another mistake is falling for fake support. Ledger and Trezor will never contact you asking for your recovery phrase. If someone claiming to be support asks for your phrase, it's a scam. A third mistake is not testing the recovery process. After setting up your hardware wallet, practice recovering it using your recovery phrase before storing significant amounts. This ensures you wrote it down correctly. Let's talk about wallet security best practices. Never share your private keys or recovery phrases with anyone. No legitimate person or company will ever need them. Use separate wallets for different purposes. Keep one wallet for long-term holdings stored securely, and use a different hot wallet for day-to-day transactions. This limits exposure if one wallet is compromised. Enable additional security features your wallet offers, such as passphrase protection or multi-signature requirements. Email security is often overlooked but critical. Your email is often the recovery method for Exchange accounts. If someone hacks your email, they can reset your Exchange passwords. Use a strong, unique password for email. Enable two-factor authentication on email. Consider using a separate email address exclusively for crypto that you don't share publicly. Don't discuss your crypto holdings publicly or on social media. This makes you a target. Physical security matters too. If you keep backup materials at home, ensure they're secure from theft and disasters. A fireproof safe is a good investment. Don't store everything in one location. If your house burns down and your only copy of your recovery phrase is there, your crypto is lost forever. Having backups in multiple secure locations protects against this. Beware of clipboard malware. Some malware monitors your clipboard for crypto addresses. When you copy a receiving address to paste into a withdrawal, the malware swaps it with the attacker's address. You think you're sending to yourself, but it goes to the scammer. Always verify the entire address after pasting, especially the first and last several characters. Don't just glance at it. For very large holdings, consider multi-signature wallets. These require multiple signatures to authorize transactions. For example, a 2 of 3 multi-sig requires 2 out of 3 keys to move funds. You might keep one key, give one to a trusted family member, and store one in a safety deposit box. Even if one key is compromised, your funds remain safe. Multi-sig is more complex to set up, but provides excellent security for significant amounts. Think carefully about what happens to your crypto if something happens to you. If you're the only person with access to your private keys and recovery phrases, your crypto dies with you. Your family won't be able to access it. Create a plan for inheritance. This might involve a trusted family member knowing where your recovery phrase is stored, or using services designed for crypto inheritance planning. Document what crypto you own, where it's stored, and how to access it. But keep this information very secure. Common security threats to stay aware of include SIM swap attacks, where scammers take control of your phone number. Use authenticator apps instead of SMS. Social engineering, where scammers manipulate you into revealing information or sending crypto. Be skeptical of anyone contacting you about crypto opportunities or problems. Physical theft, if people know you own significant crypto, don't advertise your holdings. Remote access scams, where scammers convince you to install software that gives them control of your computer. Never give anyone remote access. Security is a spectrum. For someone with $100 in crypto, keeping it on Coinbase with two-factor authentication is probably sufficient. For someone with $10,000, a hardware wallet becomes important. For someone with $100,000 or more, multi-signature wallets, geographic distribution of backups, and inheritance planning are worth considering. Scale your security to the value you're protecting. My honest take is that most beginners underinvest in security until they experience a close call or lose money. Don't learn this lesson the hard way. Start with good habits immediately. Enable two-factor authentication. Use strong, unique passwords. For any amount you'd be devastated to lose, get a hardware wallet. Protect your recovery phrases like your life savings depend on it, because they do. Security isn't exciting, but it's the foundation that everything else is built on. Without proper security, nothing else matters. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe. In the next video, I'll compare hardware wallets in detail, breaking down Ledger versus Trezor and helping you choose the right one for your needs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.